Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
This is a Korean dish, but the fact that we're eating it for breakfast, we eat it on weekends for breakfast, and I just realized why is probably because I like to eat fried rice for breakfast on the weekends.
Older rice is better too.
Yeah.
But we cooked it earlier this morning, so it's been standing.
I think I was telling you before, I like Chinatown because there's a lot of, you never get bored. There's always something interesting going on in the street to watch. And people are always really busy and industrious doing things at all hours of the day. So I like to sketch the people because from where I sit, I'll show you later at my desk, I can just look at the bus stop, and so there's always something interesting going on at the bus stop.
I see.
It's kind of a leftover food, so if you have like leftover rice in the fridge and you've got some like kimchi that's getting a little too old to eat by itself, I like it when the egg's a little runny and then the yolk runs over the rice a little bit. It's just, for like a Japanese writer. Murakami. Yeah. Actually, Japanese filmmakers too. Although you get into a lot of Chinese stuff too. So some of that's really good. We don't really pick and choose particular Asian cultures. Whatever's good.
Also, the other nice thing about living in Chinatown is in Christmas time, if you're lonely, just come to Chinatown. It feels, the same.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now people standing in the line, the bus stop, no?
Oh yeah, there's a couple there.
I see.
And I used to do comics, but now I'm just doing children's illustrations and children's comics. There's a lobster wholesaler on that street, and there's always those trucks with the selling lobsters.
I see.
So, and then back in the background,
I see.
the beginning of the Manhattan, because this area is called the Two Bridges. So, this is based on my aunt, my Japanese American grandfather's sister, who I lived with during high school. She lived with us. But I can show you a breakfast.
Breakfast?
That we were talking about earlier. With her tea and her furikake or something. So yeah, it's all about she falls in love with the bus driver. But it's not. This didn't happen in real life. This is just a fictionalization. No, these are for adults. They have these, I imagine, secret lives for them.
We published yet?
No, these were self-published. I just published them myself and then sold them.
You sold?
Yeah, just in the fairs. Just in the fairs. That was inspired by Urashima Taro's folktale. Let me see if I have a drawing for it. Like a modern version of it, maybe based in... which is about a girl who falls into a ramen bowl. Usually something just pops in my head, but if not, I usually put some paint, like a circle of paint on the paper, and just start. Was just a green circle, and I started to think it looks like a frog. Fresh tomatoes and chopped onions on the side, just as a relish, which is really nice.
I see.
Red onions. And then in the Philippines, people eat with a fork and a spoon. And then if you get it from like a restaurant, it's usually they wrap the...
I see. Logo means rice? No?
Yeah, you're guessing, right? Keep guessing.
Okay.
Let's see what other ones are there.
That is fish?
Yes. This is my favorite, actually, children's book that I think it came out 2 years ago or something very recent. It's a Korean woman, but I love her art.
Yeah.
Well, this blanket, the colors is very Korean. These are from this year. Just drawings.
Illustration?
Illustrations.
I like this.
This is the Manhattan Bridge underneath the FDR. People fish there.